Welcome back to Jeff Major's Kerbal Space Program Challenge Response video thing with ExpendableOne23. Jeff's second challenge to himself, which he posted a few days ago, or a day ago or whatever, was to launch a rocket, get it into orbit once, and then return. So we shall be doing that. In all the time I've played Kerbal Space Program, I think I've gotten into space a few times, but I've never had a nice, clean orbit. So this is going to be fun for me. So I think that we're going to probably do one of these. Just a one-person rocket type thing. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic and then build a little bit as I'm talking to myself, because I know my mic kind of sucks and staticky and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself as I build this, and then I will be back in a minute. Okay, so here's what I've got so far. I've got a several stage rocket. I've got 3 right here boosting, which is going to launch this allegedly and get it up. These will separate after the initial launch, which will go into a second stage. The second stage has 3 fuel, just as these, and then that will get us up to a certain altitude. I'm not quite sure. I think it's something like 200,000. But well, after this, we should still be in atmosphere, and this will push us out of the atmosphere, and then we'll have a small engine that will get us to where we need to go. So I'm not 100% sure about this will launch, but or at least be enough. If not, well, we'll add more rockets to it, because that's the Kerbal way. So we're going to go ahead and save this, and then launch. So, let's put our SAS on, thrust to max, and let's see what happens. Oh, something horrible happened. Okay, that's bad. I think whenever I sped it up, it decided it didn't like that, so we're just going to separate from that and yaw away from it. And we appear to be accelerating. So let's go ahead and just aim up where we need to be. That's no good. Now let's put the gears down, and then we will launch the parachute soon. I don't think it opens up until about 9:30. The struts look a little wonky. We'll have to figure that out later. But this is going to explode spectacularly, and I don't want to be anywhere near it. It's a parachute. It's going to give us a little bit of drag. That's going to go down there. There's the parachute. Let me speed it up. Yep. Okay, so that was a failed first launch, but I blame that on the time acceleration more than anything, so well, we'll just go ahead and relaunch, because I don't think it's a flaw with the design of the rocket itself, it's just a flaw in the game. So there's that. There's all the debris over there, and we land. Alright, in flight, I'm gonna restart. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and just launch, and then I'll cut the recording until I separate the stage. We're about to separate. Fire the engine. Everything's going pretty good. Still not out of the atmosphere yet. I believe that's 60. As far as all that goes, we're doing pretty alright. Still accelerating, which is good. Still got fuel. So what about here? I think we're going to execute away. And here is where we look at this. Okay, we want this to separate, so we're going to need to burn in the direction that we want to go, question mark. I think we want to be something like that. Give it a little bit. I should have waited to burn whenever I got near my apple abscess. Okay. So now we're going to do one of these. And then burn. Just a little bit of a burn. Nothing too crazy. Don't have a lot of fuel left. And the goal is to get periapsis. I think that's what it's called. Oh, ran out of fuel. Is that what happened? Yep, ran out of fuel. Okay, well, basically I'm going to end up landing on the Earth, or Kerbin, so let's just back to where I land, and then I land on the dark side. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to separate that stage. Keep it sped up a little bit. We want to keep facing up. So we're going to turn this off and get back to where we want to be. Speed up. And right about here. That's where we want to be. Unfortunately, it's another fail. However, it's not too bad, as that's. But hey, no one died. At least no one's died yet. If I had saved my fuel to burn when I was at my apple axis, I probably would have made it. So I consider that a success. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Space Center. And we are going to strap on some boosters, because why not? And I will be back with that. And here we have the Orbit Machine Mark II in all its glory. Not too much of a change, just added 3 solid-state boosters to the rocket itself. Those 3 are going to fire at the same time as the 3 main boosters down here. I will record up until the small ones separate, and then I'll come back when these are about to be in a bit of fuel and separate. And then from there is when we're going to actually do our maneuvering burns. I want to attempt to get some sort of movement around 60 kilometers up, 90, 120, and then that should eat up a good amount of our fuel. I want to save at least a tank, and that way we can use that tank to do our burn at the apoaxis to give us a periapsis. And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and launch. Doing good, you know, got a nice speed. Pretty close to being out of the atmosphere. I believe it's 60 is whenever we're out of the atmosphere, and then I can maneuver pretty freely. So let's get this cleaned up right here. Rotate a little bit. Alright. So let's get our turn going on. Sloppy, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's lower the speed a little bit. So we get another altitude change. Look at there. And at 120 is when we're gonna do it again. All the way down to 45. And then we will stop it now. Alright. So we have achieved almost an orbit. So we are halfway there. Let me go ahead and fix this because I don't like the way it's angled. Boop. Alright. Okay, so I will go ahead and do a little bit of a time manipulation till we get close to the apoapsis, and then we shall do a little bit of warping. Once we get here, we're going to do another burn, which will give us a nice, clean periapsis. Now it's important that we burn around here because since our velocity is going to be quite a bit slower because basically it's a parabola, a lot of our burns mean a lot more. Okay, so we are a minute away. So we are going to, I guess we do have to use that. We want our stuff to be on that, because that will be what will continue our journey through space. Not necessarily time just yet, but we're working on that part. Alright, we're going to lock it in there, and we are going to start burning. Now as you see, this is going to start to grow. Now we don't need to do a lot of burn, but we're going to do a little bit more. And as this grows, we should be using our fuel efficiently, picking up speed. So we're still on that. Alright, now you can really start seeing it grow. separate and throttle very little. Let's burn. Now we want more. Give me a periapsis, come on. Doesn't have to be much. Alright, cool. We have achieved periapsis. We want it to be at least 250 because, you know, stable orbit and all. Actually, you know what? We're going to save this fuel because we need it. We need it for re-entry. So, hey, it's sloppy, but hey, that's an orbit, right? So we are going to go ahead and let this go. And I'm going to show you my orbit. My orbit, let me show you them. Yeah, that's an orbit. Made it all the way around. Okay, so once we get back to the periapsis, we're going to execute our final burn, which is going to close our apoaxis, or hopefully close it. Actually, you know what? It might be better to burn here, the apoapsis, so that this can come in and we should land somewhere in there. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and burn at T minus, let's give it a minute and 30. Adjust to the retrograde, not prograde, right here. Come on back. There. And then we'll execute a burn very shortly. See, this is going to come in. Now we want our periapsis to be above into the ground. There we go. Stop. Okay, so if we, how much fuel do we have left? A decent amount. If I continue to burn, we might land here, but we might also land just play it safe and land there. So let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. Uh-oh. We're in the water now. Oh, right, because atmosphere. Oh, we can fix that. We'll just do more retrograde burn. Just lock it there. Boom. Burn some fuel. Last fuel we have. And there's the fuel. Hopefully our descent will bring this all in. But let's go ahead and separate. Show it again. We shall re-enter space. So let's get a little more space juice. And you can see we're very up, and we are getting close to actually landing on the ground. That's good. Alright, so we are falling. We should be landing somewhere right there, which is good. So, hey look, oh, we're entering the atmosphere. Oh no! And right about, oh man, that's great. Look at that descent. Looks like we're gonna land in. here we go. That's gonna be in the water, but hey, you win some, you lose some. What was that? Is that something that landed? I think our last booster landed over there somewhere. Anyways, thanks again, Jeff. Really digging the videos, really digging the Kerbal Space Program Challenge type thing you've got going for yourself. This was my submission for the orbit and then re-entry. Not necessarily stable orbit, so it's all good. I'll be going ahead and editing this and posting it on your second video, and hopefully by the time I put this up, you will have your third one out, and we'll see which that one is. Again, everyone, Kerbal Space Program's awesome. Buy it if you can. Support the developers. It's a great game. It's really simple, fun, really deep. You know, it's just awesome. The mod community is huge. I'm just using stock parts. There's tons of crazy stuff. Watch Jeff's videos. His faster than light videos are actually pretty awesome. So watch those, and watch his Kerbal Space Program stuff. Obviously, link's gonna be on the bottom right next to Sean Ray Kerman, and there you go. Successful orbit, successful landing. No one died. Have a great day.